charge to have a look. I erect the spine of any brain.
Gabrielle and the heart was heard to shout. Red diamond, red diamond. Land or sea, I run to her and together.
Doesn't anybody want to hear my funny story?
Speak very slowly.
Have we met? I don't remember.
No charge?
I love visiting the forge. It's always so toasty here.
Funniest thing
We should
ever.
drink to something.
The ale is thin.
It is time to party hearty. Hello, friend. How long has it been? You remember Rigert the Brash, leader of the glorious expedition for Nord Cultural Exchange? It is good to see you again. You are just in time to help. I returned triumphantly from glorious mission to Dark Elf lands, and Thane Mera put me in charge of Skald King's big party. You like a good party, she says. Of course, I say. No one parties like Rigert. Turns out the whole thing is mammoth dung. The pickled fish from Lower Jorgrim and the mead from Voljars have not yet arrived. Worse, my dark elf assistant never returned with my fancy Dunmer clothing from Mournhold. Everything goes wrong, and I am stuck here doing organizing things. You do a great service for Rigert. Rigert knew he could count on you. Ask anything, friend. Ah, pickled fish. Sorry, you make Rigert's mouth water. We placed the order for stinky fish with Fishermonger in Lower Jorgrim. Cross the bridge south of here and follow the shore east to the village. Finest mead in all of Skyrim comes from Voljar's meadery. Go out the gates and cross the bridge. Then follow the road west along the river to get there. I sent my worthless assistant to retrieve fancy Dunmer garb from my vault at the bank. It's in the north part of the city. You can't be too careful with your fancy pants, right? Anyway, he never came back. Go look there for tiny little dark elf man.
Do you think I'm pretty?
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
I'd rather be cracking heads.
I don't know you.
Get yourself a drink.
Do I know you?
One for me.
They're running low on mead. I wonder what happened to that shipment from Volya's meadery.
Do you find me attractive?
What indignity! What utter... What... Who are you? Leave me alone! I'm not doing anything! Oh, such embarrassment and folly! It's a horror perpetrated against the dignity of Dunmer culture. I'm talking about the clothes. These rags, they're a horrendous joke. And Rigged plans to meet the ambassador wearing them. Oh, it's an incident in the making. I will not have it. I'm doing Rigged a favor. I've had enough of this pit of oblivion. I'm going home.
They're running low on mead. I wonder what happened to that shipment from
No fighting or
Volya's
spitting.
meadery.
Got it?
3 cheers for the Scald King!
Believe I'll have another.
Can I help you?
My poor Inga. I promise you, the Volyar name will not be forgotten.
Welcome to Volyar's meadery. Please excuse the mess. Sorry. We had some trouble, and there hasn't been enough mead to fill the order. I'll get it on a cart as soon as possible. Here, take this bottle. It's my way of apologizing for the delay. You'll need to ask Halder about that. I just filled the orders. He's right outside if you haven't spoken to him already.
Greetings. What brings you to my pier in the middle of this disaster? Sure's bones. What with the giant attack and all, I completely forgot about all that. My sincerest apologies. Here you go. Maybe. Hopefully. Lots of folks say the land is cursed now. Nords can be pretty superstitious, you know. It's pickled fish. No one actually eats this stuff. It's more of a tradition than a food group. I've even seen a starving horker refuse to eat these stinky fish. It might be good for keeping the wolves away, though. Welcome back, my most excellent friend. How goes the hunt? Excellent, and just in time, too. We must welcome most important foreign dignitaries to Windhelm. Here, a set of cultural garb just for you. Please, put these on. I am ready to receive ambassadors in style. Ladies can't resist cultural garb. Get dressed and meet me by the docks.
I'd share, but I don't want to.
Have a drink with me.
Hey, have one.
Hold still. Stop weaving. I don't feel so good.
You look far too serious for this place. We strike true.
I don't feel so good. Excellent. Oh, you are here. And you are all fancy. Oh, all cultural and everything. What? No, of course not. Well, maybe a little. The meat you brought looked so good. I took a teeny swig to calm my nerves. I can't help it if the bottle was so small. Being master of ceremonies is hard work. I bet King Yoren drinks plenty. Don't be silly. Here come the dignitaries. Now, look casual and dignified. Welcome to bustling city of Windhelm for King Yoren's amazing Cornlicker celebration. We greet the ambassadors of the glorious Dark Elf and Argonian nations with stinky arms and open fish. Let Rigert be the first to welcome. One moment, please. Let me
Why
just
do
check
lords
my
love
notes.
mead so
Ambassador
much?
Flies of
Every
Steel
inn or tavern
and
I go to
Ambassador
offers this
Normal.
stuff.
Mead is delicious.
How amusing.
And
King
it has
Yoren sent
important
his court
historical
jester
and
to receive
cultural
us.
value.
Bravo!
Without mead,
Bravo, I
we
say.
wouldn't be Nords.
What an
An acquired
interesting
taste, I
form of
suppose.
breeding.
Perhaps
I
I
may
can
never
treat you
truly
to a
learn to
glass of the cold
understand the
moon
dry
later.
skins. Perhaps we should head to the inn.
Yes. Cracking suggestion. Perhaps they'll have something other than that. What is that awful Nord beverage? Oh, yes. Mead.
That reads amazingly well. Oh, I think. Nonsense! You worry too much, my friend. This is going to be the best corn liquor ever. Now, please take this. It's a gift for all your hard work. Rigert insists.
Bottoms up!
Do I know you?
Watch your step around here, stranger. Stupid Stormfists? Stupid Orcthane? What a mess they made! Fieldgore Orcthane and his Stormfists! Nothing but cowards and thieves, if you ask me. Soldiers are supposed to be honorable, noble. But they slaughtered the Volyar family. They killed unarmed civilians. They killed my brother's wife. They wanted free mead. Can you believe it? Savages, the lot of them. My brother Heraldar plans to get the meadery up and running again. If you want to lend a hand, talk to Heraldar. He's over by the farmhouse.
I've got to get the meadery open again. I made a promise. You picked a bad time to visit Volyar's meadery, friend. It used to make the sweetest mead you ever tasted, but that was before the Orcthane's thugs showed up demanding free mead. Their leader got angry and lost control. He killed the Volyar family. More than you know. They killed my wife, Inga. She was Old Man Volyar's daughter. I planned to reopen the meadery. My brothers came to help. We need to get rid of the Stormfists and gather the ingredients Rorald needs to start fermenting mead again. I'm a farmer, not a fighter, and the place is still crawling with Fieldgore's thugs. Maybe you could get into the meadery and make sure it's safe. Once inside, grab the recipe book and some fragrant herbs and rare spices. We'll follow behind you. We followed you, and Iroldar dealt with the remaining Stormfists before heading back out. The meadery is completely secure now. Rorold is already at work downstairs. We want to start filling orders as quickly as we can. Thank you. This has been difficult, but I'm grateful. Rorold muttered something about honey and giants. If you're up to it, I'm sure he could use your help to get his first batch of mead started. As soon as we're up and running, you can have all the mead you can drink. Oh, by the way, have you met my twin brother Iroldar yet? Iroldor's outside somewhere. He hates losing, and I know he wants a crack at the orc bastard that killed my Inga. If you see Iroldor, make sure he isn't in over his head. Fen should be along shortly. I just wish I knew where Bjorld was.
The bees are too agitated. They must be calmed to produce the most flavorful honey. The Stormfist ruffians chased a giant across the road, right into my beehives. It's scaring the bees, and frightened bees make bitter honey. You need to get rid of that giant before anything else goes wrong. Wait, it's coming. Another one of my brilliant ideas. There! And that is why Haralda made me the master mead maker. Use the bees against the giant. Just kick a beehive. The bees will go after the biggest target out there, the giant. Well, it was just an idea. And a rather good one, too. Oh, I know. Let me splash you with this. It smells like smoke and ashes. The bees hate it. Now you shouldn't have any bee problems.
Grows near.
How are the bees? The success of the meadery depends on their honey. It has to be perfect. And you brought me its toe. I was only joking about that, but thank you. I started organizing things here. I don't suppose you ran into my brother Bjorl, did you? He looks like me, but he's not as smart. I sent Bjorl to get a barrel of apple blossom honey from the barn. He probably got lost. But I need that honey to make more mead. Could you get the honey? And if you see Bjorl, send him this way. He needs to deliver these casks to Windhelm. What do you think mead is? It's fermented honey. The flavor changes depending on the honey, spices, and herbs used in the process. It's a delicate balance to get it just right. You can try some when you come back.
Go away, honey. So yummy. What? Can't a guy have a little peace and quiet for a while? Brigands, overbearing brothers, too much honey. I need more sleep. Oh, I was having the most wonderful dream about a bear. Oh, all right. I'll get back to work. I just need to rest my eyes for a few more moments.
Have lots of ideas for new flavors of mead. I just need to find more suppliers of spices and herbs. Wonderful. I'm sure it will make a delightful mead. And another batch is ready. I would be honored if you'd be the first to taste it. Oh, a touch of this, a bit of that. Just take a good long swallow. See if you can taste the subtle notes of Alakia's spice, wildflower honey, and late summer herbs. My new mead really knocked you on your arse. I call that an unqualified success.
Well, look who's finally up and about. You really can't hold your mead. Rorold's latest batch must have been pretty potent. The Volya name has always stood for fine mead. In memory of my wife, we plan to continue that tradition. Thanks for your help.
Oh, blasted Stormfist cowards! If I hadn't taken a dagger in the ribs, I'd deal with these damn Stormfists myself. I'm the tough one. I've taken down some of the Stormfist soldiers, but their leader, Kazok, still lives. He's the one that killed poor Inga. As long as he's alive, these bastards won't leave. Someone needs to plant Kazok's head on a pike. Kazok's camp is up the path behind the barn. Take out more of his troops along the way, and that ought to make Kazok angry enough to appear and face you. And when he shows up, kill him. Then we can stick his head on one of these pikes. An orc head on a pike will be great for business. It shows that this meadery is safe, and that the snow peaks are as tough as nails.
Kazok's axe hungers for blood.
I saw the whole thing. Well done. I wish I could have helped, but you had everything under control. Meet me down near the barn. We need to stick this ugly head on a pike. I can't wait to tell Haraldar that this Kazok bastard is dead. Nothing yet, but it needs to get stuck on one of these pikes. That's where it belongs. You should do the honors. It's only fair, since you defeated him and all. That should put the fear of Shor and the rest of those Stormfist lackeys. Kazok's head stuck on a pike will give the remaining Stormfists in the area something to think about. Ha! That is a thing of beauty. Kazok's head never looked better.
It might be ugly, but nothing says security like an orc's head on a pike. Haraldar will be pleased that that we took care of Kazok. It's small comfort for the loss of his wife, but he'll appreciate anything that helps the meadery. Now we can put this meadery back together again. Thanks.